Hi everyone, and welcome to another Devil's Digest. My name is Zoe, and I'm the news editor of the Chronicle.
And I'm Ranjan, the sports editor.
Duke's admissions integrity was challenged last week after Students for Fair Admissions, who you may know is the plaintiff in the Supreme Court case that resulted in the overturning of affirmative action in college admissions in June 2023, sent a letter to the university's administration Tuesday arguing that the demographic breakdown for Duke's class of 2028 was not possible without practicing race-based admissions. The Chronicle previously reported that Duke maintained a racial profile relatively consistent with previous years, though the proportion of Asian students declined by 6%. In other news, Duke Respect Durham held its kickoff meeting last Saturday, in which community members called upon the university to make voluntary payments to the city of Durham in lieu of property taxes.
Well, it's time for some new classes, guys. For our Sports 101 series, the Chronicle published a beginner's guide to the rules, terminology, and season format for each of Duke's fall sports. Check them out to become a more informed fan as you cheer on the Blue Devils all year long.
In terms of policy changes on campus, multiple library locations on West Campus have shortened their operating hours in response to reported low late-night demand, though many students expressed frustration at the change. Duke is also reevaluating its policy on academic freedom through a new faculty committee, which provided updates on their progress at the first academic council meeting of the semester last Thursday. Lastly, multiple faculty members called for the university to implement a policy of institutional neutrality at the annual Provost Forum last Monday, which centered around the ongoing conflict in Gaza and touched on themes of humanitarian aid efforts, civil discourse, and anti-Semitism and Islamophobia on campus.
The city of Durham held its annual Welcoming Week, featuring a day-long soccer tournament for refugees and immigrants to feel included in the local community. The Chronicle traveled to the tournament and spoke to some of the longtime competitors in the event.
Election season is certainly heating up in North Carolina. On the Democratic side, the Harris campaign launched a new initiative to promote their climate agenda last week, which kicked off with a Monday appearance from Bill Nye in Durham. Meanwhile, the GOP's nominee for North Carolina governor, Mark Robinson, is struggling to keep his campaign afloat after an explosive CNN report on Thursday uncovered extensive inflammatory comments from an account tied to Robinson on a pornographic website. Several of his campaign aides have since resigned. Last Tuesday was also National Voter Registration Day, so check out the Chronicle's guide on how to register either in North Carolina or your home state. Finally, Duke is celebrating its Centennial with several events this Founders Day weekend, so stay tuned for our coverage of the highlights and make sure to check out our special print edition on campus. Headlining the series will be a concert in Wallace Wade featuring Grammy winner Ed Sheeran this Friday, though several students will miss out on the experience after facing problems with the ticketing website last Monday.
Also this weekend is Duke's rivalry football game against North Carolina. Kickoff is at 4 p.m. and student tickets are sold out. The Blue Devils are undefeated on the season after defeating Middle Tennessee 45-17 last weekend, and it'll certainly be an exciting environment for Duke's homecoming weekend. So everyone come this weekend, and I hope you have a great week.